Hey Virgo, what's up? Welcome to your reading. Let's see, Virgo. Messages for Virgo in love, 30th of June to the 6th of July, 2025. Okay, we have sex only. Either you or your partners only want sex. Accept that, it's okay, or reach for more. Okay, so there's probably someone out here, you or your partner, both of you or one of you is only in this for sex. Okay, not being you. You are trying to project a perfect image, but it's not really you. Be yourself. Body shame. You feel unattractive to others. Work on accepting yourself, flaws and all. And the last one, demanding. You set impossible standards for your partner to meet. Be less demanding. Now keep in mind, these are the messages for you or your person, okay? Or this is what like your person needs to know, or this is like if you're in a partnership, this is what you need to know, okay? Now let's move on to tarot. Let's see, this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. What are the messages? We're going to do beginning of the week, middle of the week and the end of the week, 30th of June to the 6th of July 2025. You know, it feels like for a lot of you, your partner could be in a connection with someone else just for sex, okay? And I mean, especially if you're chasing someone, Virgo, that's what I'm getting. Others of you, you could be in a relationship with someone just for sex, but you don't really feel any love anymore. So you could be in a relationship just for the sake of it. You're not being you, see? It's saying you're not being you. You're masking. You're hiding something. Okay, let's begin. Okay, this came back in the reverse, so I'm going to read it like in the reverse. Okay, now what I'm getting out here is that there is definitely an energy out here where someone out here could be wasting time. You know, there's a lot of waste of time out here. So Virgos, a lot of you could still be choosing to waste time on a person. Okay, you're still putting in all your effort, your energy, and wasting your time, energy, effort on a situation that's clearly not going to work out in your favor. Yeah, see? This is what it is, body shape. You feel unattractive to others. Work on accepting yourself, your flaws, and etc. So yeah, work on yourself. You are confident. You're amazing how you are. There could be insecurity issues. You may feel insecure about yourself, your body, the way you look, etc. Okay, so work on it. Okay, accept and love yourself for who you are, because there is a lot of lack of confidence within yourself. Okay, so the moment you build on your confidence is when you'll realize that you can't settle for less. But right now you're settling for less. See, you don't open yourself up to new possibilities. A lot of you have had your heart broken at a very, very young age. And after that, since then, you've always wanted to kind of just be in connections for the wrong reasons. But somewhere, somehow, you could be finding that love in a current person. But I don't feel someone out here is worth waiting for. Okay, and looks like you're not open to the possibilities of new love. You're not open to trusting your intuition. Your intuition is telling you move forward. Your intuition is telling you move towards new people. Okay, however, what you're doing is you're choosing to suppress your emotions. You're choosing to suppress who you are. You are hiding who you are. There is a sense of being emotionally stuck. Okay, now in the beginning of the week, Geminis, we have out here a situation where a lot of you are going to feel the heaviness. The universe is saying if you want to move towards long-term stability and security, the only way to do is you need to release a load. You need to accept a breakup. You need to accept a situation is no longer working out in your life and choose to move towards a permanent ending. So I feel a lot of you Virgos are in a relationship or are in a situation where you know it's just not working out. It's now very, very superficial. It's so evident that the relationship is not working out, but you still choose to hold on to the relationship. You are still the one who's putting in all the work in the connection. The opposite person is doing nothing. It's like if you reach out, the communication happens. If you don't reach out, nothing happens. Okay, so yeah, it's almost like it's very funny. It feels like this is one of those quotes that we find on Instagram. Stop texting, stop calling, and see what happens. right? That's the kind of situation. If you don't text, they don't text. If you text, that's when the communication starts. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So I'm getting a lot of heaviness on one person, and you are choosing to hold on to that heaviness. You're choosing to hold on to this relationship only because you doubt that you will be able to get anyone better than this. So yeah, beginning of the week still feeling heaviness, but you're at it. I feel like you're like, you're wanting to tough it out. It's like, no, I can make it happen, I can make it happen. But the universe is saying the relationship is not going back to the way it was. There has been an epiphany, there has been some fundamental change in your relationship, and it can't go back to what it was. Okay. So yeah, accept that change and move on, or accept that change and live with it. But what you're doing is you're not being able to do either. Okay, like you're not being able to make peace with it and live with it. You're not being able to accept your losses, cut your losses, and move forward also. But something out here has got to end if you want a new love life. Now, in the middle of the week, yeah. Now, in the middle of the week, I do feel that you are starting to kind of get to a point where you're probably coming off as very logical. Okay, in the middle of the week, I think a lot of you are coming off as very logical. Some of you, it could be the person that you're dealing with is coming off as very, very logical. Yeah, it's almost like you look through this person. Okay, in the middle of the week, a lot of you are going to look through this person. A part of you is going to realize that, yeah, okay, looks like the situation is dead, done, and over with. Looks like you're the only one investing, because you're going to realize that no matter how much you're investing into this relationship, you're still getting the bare minimum. Okay, you're still getting the bare minimum, and you realize that this person is either lying, this person's cheating, this person's being dishonest to you, or this person's just using their intelligence in a bad way to manipulate you. This person's keeping you around for their own needs. Okay, so yeah, that's the kind of realization that you're going to have, okay, in the middle of the week. And you may choose to kind of cut this person off, or you may develop some kind of mental clarity, okay, in the middle of the week, where, okay, now I got a plan, now I know what to hold on to, now I know who to hold on to, now I know who to release, what to release, etc. Okay, yeah. Now by the end of the week, although it would have been better if you would have moved on, or if you would have moved forward and chose to open yourself to new avenues, by the end of the week, I don't see a lot of enthusiasm and passion in yourself to move forward. Even if you're talking to new people, Virgo, say for example, you're talking to new people, I don't see you as like, yeah, man, I'm going to talk to new people, I'm going to move forward, I'm going to go into the unknown, I'm going to open the lines of communication because I'm ready. I don't think you're ready by the end of the week. The universe is telling you to put your foot down, have healthy boundaries, have a very serious, disciplined approach, and instill that stability. Like a yes, say a yes when you want to say a no when you want to say a yes. Okay? I mean, no. Say a yes when you want to say a yes, and say a no when you have to say a no. Don't do the opposite. Okay, don't be a people pleaser. This is the time for you to cut off dependencies. A lot of you may have some kind of dependency on this person, financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically, some kind of dependency out here, and the universe is telling you disconnect yourself from this dependency. Okay, yeah, but again, I feel that you're still kind of that Sound of Wands, you're still choosing to fight for this connection. You're just still choosing to fight for this. Okay, yeah, and I feel a lot of you are having a hard time moving on from this connection, because this has a lot to do with your reputation. Okay, so the universe is supporting you if you want to move forward, uh, Virgo. If you want to get out of this connection, you can. The universe is in full support. You will be supported. The problem is you are not ready to support yourself yet. Either your reputation is at stake, or then it's just a lot of egotism out here. It's like, how can I not make this work out? Or how can this not work out? It will work out. It will work out. It will work out. Okay? See? Yeah. It feels like you have the clarity out here, okay? But you're still choosing to stay very, very biased. That's what I'm getting out here. You have the clarity, like utmost clarity, okay, about what you need to do, who's good for you, who's not good for you. But there is this sense of bias out here. Why? Because you feel you can't move on from this person, Virgo. But the truth is you can. The truth is, you can move on from this person provided you see a situation for what it is. You're going to have to be more realistic about your situation rather than build castles up in the air, rather than kind of, holding on to fancy fantasies and daydreaming, etc. You'll have to get out of your fantasy world, right? Because the reality is that this relationship is not working out. So the more you daydream, the more you fantasize, the more you live in your illusions, the more you delay the process of moving forward towards new beginnings in your love life. Okay, good luck.